that thing going? Hey, yard people, it's Rob from Yardman LLC. So I know that the audio is not going to be that great because I don't have a microphone on this GoPro yet. This is my first YouTube video, and I've got a few different topics I want to discuss, but they're not all going to be in this video. I thought I should put a face and voice to the name. I'm new to the lawn care business. I've been cutting yards since I was a kid, but decided that this is going to be my next career. Those of y'all that follow me on Instagram at Yardman LLC know that I'm a full-time active duty soldier, and I'll be retiring within 2 years. So cutting grass and pushing snow was going to be what I do. Honestly, I just don't want to work for anybody else. I'll work for my family, my customers, God, and the IRS. Speaking of God, everything that I might discuss today or show is because I am blessed by my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So I definitely want to give some credit where ultimate credit is due. So this isn't going to be a long video, and it's not going to be edited. Why? Because I'm new to editing. I've got some pretty cool software, and I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm a real person just trying to make a hustle and earn a fair living and support my family, and they support me. So Pinnacle software is what I'm using for, I'm trying to use for editing, and I'm still learning that. So because I'm having some difficulty with the editing and piecing different things together, and there's a lot you can do with that software, it seems pretty darn cool. Well, because it's taking me so long to really figure all the stuff out, I figure it's going to be easier if I at least get my first video up and out there and have it just be unedited, raw. I'm probably going to say some things that I'm like, well, I wish I hadn't said that way. So bear with me. So I started this business, Yardman LLC, last year in the August time frame, and this is my first mowing season, and it's been fun. I'm not doing very much advertising, and it's because I can't handle 30, 40 clients on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. I just don't have the time because I'm doing this part-time after my Army day job during the week is completed. So going back to starting the business, it's been fun. I've got some. I decided to set the trailer up so you can see part of the setup behind me. I thought it might make a good backdrop. Steel is a product that I had never used before I got into this business. I had always heard that it's top quality stuff, and I know there are other brands out there. I have gone with Steel, and so far I haven't been disappointed. Equipment Defender, they're helping to keep my stuff out of my truck bed and off of the floor of the trailer. So far I've been very happy with that. I got the 3-rack system because I plan on adding an additional item eventually. I'm sure I'm going to probably add another trimmer or something. So I've got the space to do that. Today we don't have to open this up, but I've got my new Shurcan rack. And like I said, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. They're just companies that I've seen some other lawn care professionals use. A lot of folks on YouTube that I certainly would love to give a shout out to. And I'll mention a few of my, maybe the top 10 that I can remember. I'm not going to remember everybody. Happy's Lawn Care, Happy's family did an awesome video the other day, and then Ben from Acme Mowing definitely gave them props for giving the shout out to all the folks on YouTube and remaining positive. So there's 2 companies that I do watch and watch what they do and how they use their equipment. It's been a lot of fun. So there's the Shurcan, and I'll be able to get that up off of the trailer and be able to secure it as well while I'm on a client's property. Something else, and I'll be making another video about this, is I'll show you the grass here, my yard here in just a second. I'm pretty stringent on having some nice turf. I've got some tall fescue with some weeds in it. Nut sedge is something I want to be taking care of. So this is my brand name sedge hammer. Pro Sedge is also another same product, same active ingredient, the halosafuron, that is going to help to eat and kill the nut sedge from the blades of the plant down into the roots, into the nutlets. So looking forward on getting rid of that. The yard's looking really good, but I do want to make it look better. So GCI turf and peat is popping up through my head right now because I don't have as good of a yard as he does, but I'm getting there, and I'm not at a home that I own. But when my family and we move to our forever home, I will probably be renovating whatever yard is there, or I'll be starting from scratch at a new home. And I'm okay with working with just bare dirt to begin with, because this way I know everything that's been planted will be, I will have managed the whole thing. And I think in the long run it'll be easier, maybe cheaper to take care of. Could take a couple of years for that to really grow in and fill in, and I'm okay with that because it'll be my forever home. I got some of the surfactant as well, Southern Ag surfactant, so I'm going to don't necessarily need to be mixing it with the Pro Sedge that I'm aware of, but I've got it just in case, and if I need to use it for any other herbicides, I've got it, so it's on standby. You see behind me the John Deere. It's a Z-Track Z335 Echo. A lot of fun. It's quick, not so great on some steep angles. So there's been some hairy moments where I have decided I'm going to have to use the push mower, and I've just got a residential Toro self-paced, personal paced residential mower. I think it's 21 inches cutting swath, and that has helped me out in some areas where I was on such an incline that I couldn't use the Z-Track safely. I have added a striping kit to this John Deere. It's cool. It does lay down some stripes even in some weedy yards, but I don't think the mower has the weight to actually lay down some bold stripes, for instance, where the rear wheels are. So in the next couple of years, or at least when I start doing this full time, I will be looking forward to one of the other large name commercial mowers, and I'm not exactly sure which one I want to go with, whether it's a Skag or Toro or Gravely or Wright. I'm just Exmark. I don't know yet. I haven't tried those mowers out, and that's just 5 of them. There's so many different names out there. I could stick with John Deere, but really I want something that I'm going to feel comfortable on, something that's going to perform well. I don't want to have issues on the inclines. I don't want to have 2 mowers for that. Maybe the Ventrac. I have no idea what those things cost, but maybe the Ventrac would be the right way to go. That's enough about me now. What I wanted to start on this video was something that's been on my mind, and it is underbidding of properties. So when I started, and this is still my first season, so I'm still starting, I guess you could say. I do have some weekly clients, and I've got a lot of one-time mows, and just need you for a month. We're going to be out of town. I've got a bunch of those as well. I've taken care of a few commercial properties. I'm not doing any commercial properties right now, but I'm available to do so. So 2 commercial properties specifically, and at least 1 residential property, I underbid, or I gave a quote. I didn't know that all that weed whacking and trimming was going to take me that long to do on the properties that I have gone to. The mowing of the yard, those of y'all that are in this business, you know, the mowing is probably the most fun, and it potentially takes the least amount of time. Now I'm doing this solo. It's hot here in Kansas. It's about 95 degrees. I'm in my garage. It's a beautiful day though. So the mowing's the easy part. It's a lot of fun. And I do like manicuring a yard, making it look pretty, especially yards that are already well kept. And it's watered and not under a lot of stress, and you can tell that the property owner or the homeowner or the person living there responsible that's paying me to take care of the yard, to at least mow it and trim it up. They're taking care of their yard, and they actually take some pride in it. It's more fun, I think, to mow pretty grass, but they all pay the same. Going back to the underbidding, so let me tell you, I was on a property just recently in the last week, and it's been one I've been mowing for a little while, and I keep thinking to myself when I'm let's say weed whipping or weed whacking the property, or I'm still on the property after an hour, I'm thinking to myself, I better learn from this. And so if I can offer any advice to those that are new to the business, they want to get started, maybe they want a new career, maybe they just want to bring in a few extra dollars, weekend warrior, take care of a few yards, bring in a couple extra $100. Legally, I'm sure, you know, start the business, get some insurance, pay your taxes. Taxes are important. Well, hopefully something like this video could assist you. So the bare bones about it is when you're walking a property and you're looking at it, if you've done a lot of your own property and other people's properties, you should know how long it takes you to do yours. But when you go to somebody else's house, and it might be the same amount of square footage of grass, but they could have stuff all over the place, where areas that where you can't take a mower, and it's going to take a lot of weed whacking. Maybe there's a lot of ornaments that you need to be weed whacking around delicately, or some sloped areas where you can't safely take the mower. I think it's important that you factor that in your pricing. The commercial properties that I did, when I gave the price, I was in my town and I was driving around. And I thought I was gonna get 5 leads before I went home, and I had the 5 leads within an hour. I drove around. I was looking at some properties that residential and commercial that either A, looked like they needed to be mowed because they hadn't been mowed for a while, or B, I thought that property management company in my local area would be a good lead. And also I took down the name and number of a real estate agent that had their sign up out in front of a house. All excellent ideas. The ones that did pan out were one of the commercial properties that I was persistent with, and dealing with some of those other types of leads. Well, that'll come in the future. Another idea that you might want to keep note of, other than just bidding, but keep in mind how to generate leads, and outside of just word of mouth. Sometimes you need to go out there and you need to get them. People need to know that you're able to provide this service. So going back to the commercial property, I was looking at the amount of square footage of grass, and I thought, you know what? I can knock that out real quick. I've got this quick mower. Problem was, it was a lot of weed whacking, and I didn't know better. I put an edge back into the along the sidewalks and along the grass, the overgrown crabgrass that was Bermuda, that was just poking out into the sidewalk. And I tell you what, something that I've learned from Brian's Lawn Maintenance, y'all probably know him. He's got this small YouTube channel. He's doing some good stuff out in Michigan, along with Keith Kalfas. They're separate businesses, but Keith is rocking it up there as well. Well, Brian has mentioned, and I've learned from him as well, learned that you know, if he's going to take on a new client, if they want the edge put back in their property, there's gonna be that's an upcharge, it's an additional service, and then he can maintain it either every week or every other week. He'll maintain that edge, but to put that fresh edge back into the property, he's got an upcharge, and so that's thanks, Brian. That's something I do too as well now. Well, I should have done that on that commercial property. I spent a lot of time on that. I did not get paid a lot of money. And on another one of the commercial properties, I thought, again, that amount of grass, I'll be through that in no time. Problem is the incline on the property. I couldn't safely mow with the Z-Track, and so I had the 21-inch commercial, residential Toro personal pace mower. I wasn't going to quit. I said I was going to do it for a particular price, and regardless, I almost walked off the property. I thought to myself, I'm just going to leave. Whatever I did, they get for free, and I'm out of here. There's no way. I was there for 5 hours. I got the job done. I made peanuts, folks. It wasn't a lot of money, and I learned from that. And so that's, again, what the point of this video is to, well, so those of you all out there that are either following me on Instagram already, at Yardman LLC, or that are going to be clicking on this video, this will be video 1. Maybe you've learned something, or you get a chance to know more about me, and maybe, I don't know, hopefully I don't get some negative comments that, oh, you're you know, whatever. I can take negative comments, but if you don't have anything nice to say or anything honestly constructive, just don't even bother. But do like, subscribe, and hit that like button, the thumbs up, smash that. I'm gonna get better at my closing and opening of these videos as time goes on. I just hope and pray that the audio has been good enough and I haven't been talking foolishly the entire time, maybe just part of the time. Other guys that I definitely want to give shout outs to, and it's gonna probably happen every time I make a video. I don't know how to give credit to everybody that I've been watching and learning from. Blake Albertson from B&B Lawn Care out in the Kansas City area, Kansas City, Missouri. Awesome young man. He's got a successful business, and congratulations to him and Natalie. They're expecting their first offspring, a couple of them. I guess since she's got twins, it's going to be 18 months or something. So yeah, that was a funny joke. I saw that video, Blake. And Blades of Grass down in Georgia, retired service member. So hats off to you, salute you out there, Johnny, and your team. There's Spencer's Lawn Care, of course, awesome team. So hopefully the weather's gonna stay better for them out there. There's Cattle Lawn Care out in Oklahoma, and of course Stet's Lawn Care out in Oklahoma. Really neat community of folks that are doing this. I love seeing the videos. Keep doing that. I like seeing the families out there working together. The husband and wife teams are awesome. I've been joking with my wife that I'm going to get her a commercial power washer, and while I'm mowing the yards, she's going to be able to take care of driveways and stuff. I don't think she's going to go for that, but it's an excuse for me to buy a power washer, right? And then maybe offer that later on. Not really concerned about that. I'm going to keep my niche with, try to keep it just yard care, lawn care for now. Haven't done any mulch jobs, but I know that that's going to be part of the job. I've placed some bids for that. Some people wanted some estimates, and thank you, Keith Kalfas, out of Michigan for offering advice on how you've done quotes for mulch. I think your square foot or square cubic yard price is around $120 for double or triple shredded black hardwood mulch, high quality stuff, as you would say, crispy. It's a good idea. It's good for me to know what some professionals are charging this way. I don't go in saying, well, I can do it for $30 a yard. Heck, in one of my local areas, not a Site One, but another local area, mulch is more than $30 a yard as it is, so I wouldn't even be making it. I'd be losing money. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll be making some other videos as time goes on. I got to show the nut sedge as I promised I would do. I'm going to do that now. I'll show you the yard, and I'm sure there'll be another video on adding the Pro Sedge, not the Pro Sedge, the sedge hammer to the yard. Here, you know what? We can go ahead and open it on this video though, and we'll show it in another one. So got this in the mail that I haven't even opened up yet. So here's the box, and it's the 1 1/3 ounces that I got. I forgot who I ordered it from. I picked it up on Amazon. Some supply company, Jamlin Supply out of Lexington, Kentucky, or Jamlin Supply. I had somebody, there's still somebody else that I really want to be giving my business to, and I asked about military discounts. This person's quite busy with popularity and of course the business. It's the middle of the summer right now, different things going on. I was at least just inquiring whether or not there's a military discount applicable and how I prove that I'm in the military. I plan to do business with that company in the future. It just didn't happen with this one purchase, and that's okay. I didn't get a discount with this either, but I did get shipping, you know, free 2-day Prime Amazon. It's kind of like the discount, and of course it showed you the surfactant. Well, let's go for a little tour of the house. I'm not gonna make it too lengthy, but we'll check out this nut sedge that I've got, and hopefully this video isn't too long. I think I might need to be a special or certain member of YouTube before I'm able to make videos over 15 minutes. So here you go. We've got this really tall, now this is in my tall fescue. I've got this nut sedge. You can see it's the bright green stuff, about 2 or 3 times as long as the fescue, and it's got a pyramid or triangle shape to it. I haven't pulled any up and out. I'm afraid to do that because of the nutlets. I want these blades to be long, so when I treat it with the sedge hammer, it's gonna come up and out of the yard. But so there's the turf. I've worked real hard at keeping it watered and hopefully disease free. It's looking pretty good. It's really thick. It's actually hard to turf this thick. Look at that. It's hard to lay down stripes with the mower that I am using, just because the stuff is so thick. It doesn't seem to want to maybe lay down. There's some flowers. Yeah, there's the rest of the flowers up there. So, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I thank you again for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm looking to get as many subscribers, I guess, as possible, so this way I know that I'm reaching people. That's really the goal. Hopefully I'm helping some people out. If you have any comments that you want to add, please do so. I wish everybody a great rest of their weekend, and I guess that's it. Again, I'm Rob with Yardman LLC, and I thank you for watching. Bye.